Hi there and welcome to my channel. I hope that you will enjoy my interview with the family of Chantecler Capri. This was one of the highlights of my visit to Vicenza Oro Jewelry Show this last September. I got to speak with 3 of the family members. They're celebrating 80 years of being in business. This jewelry brand is so iconic. It is filled with history and intrigue and creativity, and the women are so chic. So please join me in being inspired.
Everything started with La Campanella.
Our history starts with the story of friendship between Italy and the US.
The story begins in Capri. We had in 1944, we had a rest camp of American Air Force. Things were not going
very well.
Our founder, he decided to make a bell to give as a present to President Roosevelt. Good luck sign for the end of the war. On the bell there was San Michele on one side, and on the other side Cornucopia.
Capri was an aviation rest camp for the Air Force of the US. It was a place where the military would come on holiday, where they would rest between one battle and the other while they were liberating Europe. When they came back, many started buying replicas of the bell, and they would bring this kind of a keychain in iron. It was a replica of the 1944 bell.
The bells, they became our iconic products.
There's so many beautiful bells, charm bracelets, you can wear them as pendants, very cool earrings, and then the brand expanded, the designs expanded from that, but that's always a part of the collection.
I want to think that Dolce Vita started in that moment.
Pietro was one of the main characters of the Dolce Vita. I grew up in Capri and I was surrounded by beautiness of my island, and from the story of our company, my father was the founder with this eccentric person called Chantecler as a nickname, like a galletto, a rooster.
I did wonder about the rooster because I see that in a lot of the branding.
There is a legend about it, similar to the main character of the novel from a Mondrostan called Chanticleer, that talks about this rooster that every day welcomes the light and the new day singing. This was the beginning. War was going to be over and people wanted to express their freedom of life, going out every night and enjoying life a lot with people, friends, really joy of life, of joie de vivre.
I really like to believe that there's a piece of Capri in every creation of my mom's. That's what makes me proud, and the moment you say Capri and the moment you say Chantecler, you identify yourself as somebody with a very specific style and heritage.
Yeah. This is such a beautiful
This
piece.
is Capri. You can see the
Yes.
color. This is the sun, the color of the sun, and the sea that goes from the green to blue. It changes so many times during the day.
So what gemstones are in this piece?
Orange sapphire, emeralds, sapphires, ruby, and all the shadows of sapphires, going from the orange to the ruby. I prefer that when you turn the jewelry, you discover something.
And then on the back,
Chantecler, a rooster, always. We can't miss the rooster.
I love it. That is so
There is
cool.
details in enamel. I am thrilled to have you here. You came to visit us in Italy. I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for coming.
The honor is all mine. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous necklace, earrings, ring. It's so lightweight. That's the first thing you realize. You barely can feel that it's on you.
It took really a long time to do this set because we wanted to represent Aqua, something in movement, flowers from shapes from the nature, from the sea, something that you can imagine what you like. You can see it and imagine what you prefer. For me, it was Aqua. I don't know for you. And it is very light. It is set in titanium. It is a sort of a different titanium, a little bit heavier. But the earrings, we worked a lot on it to make them comfortable to wear. It goes from the shadows from blue to light green to violet, purple. It depends on the way the light it goes on it. And just on the ring, we put a little diamonds, 3-carat diamonds, just to put a little sparkle. And also on your ring, if you turn it, you can see that the ring follows also on the back, the work. But it has to be comfortable and that you have to wear and enjoy wearing. I never stop until I don't feel like, wow, now I'm happy. There is something that catches my heart. Until that, I don't stop working.
Well, it shows.
And I hope
mean,
it is the same for people they look
that
at
are
the
wearing
jewelry.
it. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
For example, this is a single piece, I mean a unique piece, because every time there is a different design, different stones. Also, little bell made in silver. It is hand painted. Can you believe? People, they say they can think maybe it is made by the machine. No, it is hand painted. The same finishing as the high jewelry.
Where is it made?
Everything is made in Italy, of course. We moved our workshop from Napoli, where we were before 2003. We moved to Valencia.
Okay.
Now is the main district in Italy, and all the best workers are there. Because to make a piece of jewelry, you can't believe how many people they are involved. Because a person can cut a stone, to cut a diamond, is not able to cut a ruby. The person who set is able just to set and not everything. To set in the titanium, for example, is so hard.
And this ring, when you were saying earlier, there's a surprise in every piece. It's like the surprise just keeps on coming because there's diamonds underneath.
And the design follows also on the back.
Yes, exactly. And all the different colors of the titanium and on the shank of the ring. It's just stunning. Well, we should definitely look at some other pieces.
Pleasure.
And your sea urchin collection.
Oh,
do you want to
I'm
talk
ready.
about that?
Oh, yes. It is sea urchin, which is a little bit different from the real one. We wanted to make something fancy, something that comes from the
Imagination.
Yes, imagination. We designed a big, a huge sea urchin necklace with earrings and ring, and now we have just the earrings and the ring.
I love that you have two different colors going on too.
All
That is
different
so
colors.
cool.
One right, one left.
Yeah.
Always try to be
Unique and different.
to
and-
match colors and to make him unique. Also, the color doesn't come always the same, because when you paint the titanium, you can't decide exactly the same color.
Right.
It comes what it comes.
Yes, exactly.
It's really a place where artistic souls, philosophers could feel at home. Of course, it was inspired by nature, but then it became really the people that came to this place that really made it what it is.
Tell me about the kinds of women who wear your jewelry. Do you have a picture of her when you design, or do you design more from just what comes from your heart?
Most what comes from the heart, but we have few clients. They love Chantecler, and they ask for something tailor-made for them. And it is the most important exam for me, because it has to be Chantecler, but it has to be also your style.
Your pieces, they started out being more custom made for Jackie O and
Yes.
whoever else passed through.
She came as Jackie Kennedy, and then with Onassis.
Her jewelry budget went way up
Oh, yeah.
after she came with Onassis.
Yes, also because at the time they came back, there was a little gossip. Onassis met Callas, so he called Chantecler and said, "Oh, I have to be forgiven, so you have to prepare a special piece of jewelry," because she was really upset. It was a gossip, maybe not right, but so he called Chantecler, and we prepared a nice piece of jewelry for her, nice brooch.
Something that really inspires me is to open the guest book of our boutique in Capri and find the signatures of the people that came from the 50s onwards. Audrey Hepburn, for example.
My favorite.
I wish I could witness these people coming in the shop.
Another part of the story, because
Yeah.
Eda Chano, she was a good friend of Pietro Capuano, our founder, and we have letters between Eda Chano and Chantecler. She used to write him, "Caro Cantachiaro, Caro Chantecler."
She was the daughter of Mussolini. She was married, her husband passed away, but she would find her solace on the Isle of Capri.
Yeah,
And that's where she got to know Pietro.
yeah.
So they developed a friendship. We're going to call it platonic. And they have many letters. Gabriele is going to come out with a
Yeah,
story that will one day be a
newspapers.
movie, and then it's going to be all over, and we'll know all the details. Anyway, she really did inspire in some way Pietro with his company, right?
They
I mean, the
inspired
name
each
anyway.
other, because Pietro
Oh, they inspired
was
each other.
really out of the box. In that period, military police, I think 2-3 times they
Oh, really?
they send him to Confino.
Oh,
and
wow.
Eda, she had to ask, "Papi, please," because
Oh, my
he
goodness.
was very provocative
Oh, my
against fascism.
Yes.
Sorry.
Obviously, when Mussolini was no more, she went to Pietro, and he
Yeah.
repurposed her jewelry to
Yes.
sell it for her or something.
Yes. he transformed the jewelry.
Pietro the Rooster sounds like he was a pretty amazing person, actually. But your father, he was the business-minded person.
Pietro needed someone to
Rein
keep
him in.
it.
My father was more the rational side, working behind the scenes, how can I say,
Right.
but crazy enough.
You have to be a little bit of a rooster to want to
Yes.
be partners
Yes.
with the rooster.
Yes.
Isn't
Thank
she
you.
the best? Thank you so much. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being. Mwah, mwah. Sorry, I always mess that up.
Bella.